There's Mary Field. Hi, Mary.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live Monday night team community gathering. I just love the word community and I love the word gathering. No one likes to be on a Zoom or a meeting or all that other stuff. It gives us an opportunity really to connect on a weekly basis, always with news and updates and information and training and insight, and just a place to know that every Monday you can plug in and you can plug your team into a place that we're part of a family. And as we promised, we're going to bring in speakers on a weekly basis. We're going to have different topics on a weekly basis. We're going to do different trainings, different insights. It's just a really great place to plug into. We do record these. If you're watching the recording, this will be on our YouTube channel. So down below, if you're watching the recording, you're going to see a link that says subscribe. You definitely want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel just went over 6,000 members. I mean, I think 60 days ago, we were under 2,500. So we're over 6,000 people who've subscribed to our channel. I don't see any reason why we can't get that to 100,000 subscribers really soon. And it's a great resource, whether you're looking for testimonials, whether you're looking for training, whether you're looking for information. That is a page that we use together to provide. I try to add a few videos, both short videos, sometimes a minute to two. And then I also try to provide some great training. So it's a great resource to have. In the chat, you'll see the Legacy Team group page that you can plug into. And we provide really one team, one dream, one community. We've got two different Facebook pages. We've got a Facebook page, which really is news, information, updates, recognition. Then we've got a YouTube page, a Facebook page is really for testimonials. People share the results they're getting, whether NewCom results. We're going to be having a ton of university updates, people sharing what they've learned, what they gathered, the information. We have obviously our wellness products. We have a new WhatsApp channel, which is unbelievable. I'm a little old school, so it takes time to get into all this new stuff out there. But WhatsApp is really great for our international business. You get notified, so on and so forth. We've got our Telegram, we've got our Instagram. So if you want to click on the link from there. So let's dive in because we want to respect your time. And I cannot begin to share with you on a personal level how much of an honor um, I have to introduce this next individual. And I say this from a service mentality. I have so much respect for David D'Arcangelo. I consider him in my life. I have a few mentors, just a handful of people that I really admire and like to, I think it's always good to have a mentor. David's been my mentor for a very long time. He's incredibly level-headed. He's extremely intelligent. He is probably one of the kindest people I've ever known. He's not only has been successful in business, but he's been very, very successful in life. He's an incredible human being. If you haven't had an honor or privilege to getting to know David, I've never heard one person say anything derogatory, negative, down about that gentleman. He is unbelievable, and we could spend the entire night edifying him. And I do want to point out some things. He's world renowned. I mean, we take advantage because it's David. He's our friend. He's part of our family, but David has his business partners in life, the success that he's had, the amount of books. Just Google him. Just Google David D'Arcangelo. See the success. He's been on TV before. I'm looking at. I have a bunch of his books, so I should have had him out here. But I read all of your books, David. I ordered every one of them on Amazon, which are great. But we're a book called The Secret Asset. Wealth starts at home. Of course, we all know our 4 seconds to forever, David. What a great book on Amazon. Your DDP system, which is amazing. The newest one, and really why we're really blessed to have Newcom, is your new book, which is Newcom, Your Unfair Advantage. So, David, I want to welcome you tonight. Thank you for joining us on really last minute. This is the kind of character David has. I sent a message out sometime late, early, said, "Hey, Dave, can you join us?" And he volunteers and says, "I'll be there." So welcome to our Monday night team community call, David.
Hey, Michael, I appreciate that and those kind words. I just want everybody to know when you walk your talk, it gives you the slight edge. That's a Jeff Olson quote, that
Yeah.
slight edge. What was I doing? I took a nap, 30 minutes, and then I did rescue. And now I'm just like, okay, my mitochondria, my insides, my brain's functioning, the blood's flowing. I'm working at the perfect hertz frequency so that I can do my best for everybody here, and I'm happy to be here.
Love it. A product of the product. I remember, Dave, before we launched this product, you didn't tell me what it was, but you were using it. And David's an amazing athlete. He played sports in college. He's one of the most fit individuals I've ever seen, and he loves bike riding. And he was out for a bike ride, and I could tell. I thought at the time he was on some form of a supplement because he was just cranking it. I mean, he said, I can't tell you, but what's happening right now, I've never felt this much energy, this much focus, and so on and so forth. And I was like, I kept on trying to pry it out of him, but I knew this was when he was writing the book. This is when he was using the product because David is a man of integrity. When they went to David and said, write a book, David's not going to write a book for the financial gain or just to write a book. He has to experience it and know that it's the real deal. And that was great. So really two topics tonight I wanted to really laser beam focus on, David, is your concept of what you believe, because you've been around the industry of direct sales and network marketing for a very long time.
Yeah.
You understand this industry. So I wanted to really just share with our family, our friends, your insight on this all access pass. What does it mean for people that are looking? What makes it so unique? What is the secret? What is the secret sauce of this all access pass?
Yeah.
So people understand.
Michael, and everybody here, it's great to see you. And I see a lot of good friends and Mary and Joan, Steve, and et cetera. All of you, as I appreciate being in business with. Um, the uh, the All Access Pass is the future of the industry, and the industry is will find it, and it will take time and years, and we're already there.
Wow.
To be able to come to this industry and create the All Access Pass, a digital product with the anchor tenant being Newcom, which is the most resourced, authentic, genuine, documented product I have ever seen, with the endorsements of the FBI, the CIA, the Tony Robbins, and just you just go down the list, and I that nobody has that.
Right.
And we didn't pay, or Jim didn't pay anybody. So, and then you go from, okay, the all access pass, we got that, we got the anchor tenant, we got the new com. It's like I said, it's you use it at night, you use it in your break during the day, you use it when you want to take a power nap, you use it when you want to focus on your computer and be creative. And then all of a sudden, Stu gets on a call one day and he calls me up. He says, I got this idea, and you've heard the story, and I go about a university, and I go, well, let's call my friend Mark Victor Hansen and let's see what he's got to say. I think it's a great idea, and I think Mark would be the perfect person to be the anchor of it. And so I got Mark on the phone. I got Stu, and I said, Mark, listen to this and tell me what you think. Stu tells him, he goes, absolutely perfect timing. So I just want you to know, and that list of people, of superstars who we're interviewing, it's because of the reputation of Social X and you, and it's Mark. And so those have been amazing. It's kind of like back in the day, remember? It was like, and this is back in the day, but Napoleon Hill, Zig Ziglar, all of the things that would, well, the new era is here. And it's the video, and it's technology, and it's around the world. So it's just amazing. And then you have the Social X app, and I think that's just It's just to be able to run your business on time, anytime, from anywhere, and you don't have to have a computer and sit at your house. So I just think it's absolutely amazing. I think the opportunity that everybody has, our company and you individually, think about it for you. What do you want out of it? Because I believe it's the best opportunity that's come across that I've ever seen. And timing is everything. And you've all heard the term, and it really matters who you associate with. So the question now is, if you never ask, you never get. In my life, Michael, I was always, we grew up back east, big Italian family, a lot of love, no money, absolutely. But I learned as a child growing up is if if that person can do it, it proves that anyone can do it. So I lived and I have progressed, and I would say what's given me the big leaps is I have this simple philosophy. If you never ask, David, you will never get. But that's not the end of it. The end of it, most people stop there. There's a second line to it. If you never ask, you never get. And if you ask and you get, you keep on asking.
Mhm.
Because why not? You're the best that you want to be at whatever you focus on. So Michael, I just turn it back to you as like I'm just sitting here right now. This is a monumental watershed moment in time. Remember this conversation. This is your opportunity to take your financial life. If you're after financial freedom and that's important to you, then I believe this is it. This is your advantage. This is your key. And this is the team to do it on with SocialX.
I agree, David. When you look at it from a business opportunity standpoint, you look at almost like the way that I look at this is really four pillars.
Yeah,
The three pillars being the digital products. And when it comes to an opportunity, why digital is so hot? Well, it's instant. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to inventorize it. You don't have to
yeah,
worry about going overseas. It's international right away. People can have it in seconds, right? Those are priceless when you're starting or having a direct sales network marketing company, right? Affordability. Now, so let's take the three products you just mentioned. Newcom, what does that work on, right?
yeah,
Sleep, stress, focus, energy, patented, clinicals,
yeah,
studies. I mean, everything, right? With
yeah,
a 30-day money back guarantee, less than the company that spent over $50 million and cost that people used to spend $6,000 for to bring it down to $42, right?
yeah,
Unheard of. And the stories that we're seeing, people that are sharing their stories, I've never slept better. I've never had more energy. I've never been more focused. I'm not, life has been so chaotic for people that they have a sense of calm. I mean, just the name alone, new calm. What would you pay for the price of just having some calmness? I mean, putting in the news and the wars and the politics and inflation and all the other stuff, priceless, right?
yeah,
And the selling point in which David was getting to was ask people, what would you be willing to do? There is no sales when you tell someone, try this for less than $100. And I'm sorry, David. I mean, I know you're in California, and I don't mean to pick on California, and I'm in Connecticut. There's not a lot of things you can do for less than $100. You're certainly, you and your wife going to dinner is much more than $100, and you're providing a business opportunity, no cost to join.
Wow.
You're letting someone get Newcom. You're letting them, giving them an app that now, ladies and gentlemen, it's on. It's game time. It's both on Apple and on Android, right? So you want to download that right away. And you're saying to them, we've got a university, and I want to talk about that, David, for a few minutes. This university, don't take this lightly. I want to understand so far, those who have watched the first two speakers, it's jaw dropping. It's not like, oh yeah, it's just listen to this. And this isn't just like, hey, I'm gonna go get a cassette tape. You're engaging. There's There's quizzes you can take. And this is these speakers that are speaking to you as a social X representative. It's not like you go listening to a recording somewhere, right, on a cassette tape or a YouTube. They're specifically communicating with you because they understand the business you're in and what you're doing. Their information is absolutely priceless. So when
Mhm.
someone gets started today and someone joins our business today, it's not like they're alive and you lose it. They're already in the can. They can go back and watch the previous speakers. That is absolutely, if I told you the amount of money, David, I know you understand this. The I don't want to say 100,000, that'd be example, but the tens and tens of thousands that I spent going to seminars and buying books and buying DVDs and buying cassette tapes and all that time to have that for pennies on the dollar, right? To have individuals that are world renowned to do that is just incredible. So when you're
Yeah.
talking to a prospect, and then the fourth pillar, right, is our wellness products. We could take any one of our wellness products, any one of our
Yeah.
David's written books about it, right?
Yeah.
On the DDP. We could spend a whole week talking about glutathione,
Yeah.
mangosteen. I mean, you could talk about moringa. We could talk about Exhilarate being the most healthiest shake. We could talk about our unbelievable shakes. You can grow a company just on those. It's just a little bit harder because you're competing with so many things that are out there. Even though there are missed technologies, unbelievable. Other companies don't have a David D'Arcangelo writing a book about your product. I mean, validation right there, right? Money back guarantee. Go ahead, Dave. You want to share something about that?
But the we're Michael, you have it so right. Those three products are so leading, so ahead of an industry. The industry needs help. And
Correct.
this is it. It you can combine the DDP systems and with it, but they work better combining them
Correct.
than not having it. It's the digital, it's kind of like how quick did we
Yeah.
get to over 100 countries with digital products?
Yes.
It was quick. Just
Yes.
set up your credit card processing and
Yeah.
you're ready to go.
Yes.
I'll never forget when Stu, I was thinking about I'm an advisor to Newcom and I waited a couple years and and I thought we were ready at the point that I called Stu. I said, Stu, let, let me ask you a question. What would you say if I told you there was the most compelling product ever marketed in this industry or brought to market that has no ingredients, no packaging, no manufacturer, no shipping and handling, no registering in different countries, and you can download it on your phone as an app.
Wow.
And he goes, I said, I said, what would you think of a product like that? And he was just the happiest guy. Oh
Yes.
my
Yes.
God. It
Yes.
was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Right. This is history. This is this is you all of us together. It
Yeah.
doesn't happen without the word us.
Correct.
Right? I mean, we are the first to get the land to be able to go drive this around the world. So I just, growing up, you know, with not a lot of money, but a lot of love, and I can just say to you is financial freedom is always my thing. I got into the financial industry because if I said to myself, look, if I ever expect to have any money, I better study money.
Hmm.
And so here we are at the forefront, at the precipice. We are the game.
Yeah.
We are the game, the new
Yeah.
game in town. And you and us together have the most significant opportunity. And all I can say is, like I said before, is, just go out and ask the question. If you never ask, you never get. Just keep asking. And if you ask and you get, then keep asking
Love
from
it.
because that's how powerful it
Yeah,
is.
just and the ask is, are you willing to try a product that will help you both mentally and physically, right?
Yeah,
Risk free for
yeah,
30 days. And you don't have to
yeah,
worry about shipping something back to get a refund. You push a button. A lot of people won't buy something. They'll see something to you, oh, money back guarantee. Yeah, that means I got to go to the post office. I got to mail back the empty bottle. You know what I mean? You didn't like it. It doesn't work for you. If you didn't fall in love with the speakers and say, wow, there's value in that speaker's unbelievable, or wow, that I slept better last night than I've ever slept before, just go push a button and get your money back. That is the best business opportunity in the world by far. I don't care. You can show me anything that's out there. It is a no-brainer. And what David said in the beginning, timing, you're ahead of this. Those who see it
yeah,
now and take action. But if you see this and you're not taking action, you're not sharing on a daily basis saying, oh my God, something's going on. Remember, as Jeff Olson would say, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Don't sit there and wait. Everything's going to be personal. Perfect. You want to be able to do that. David, I want to close in 8 minutes because I always stay in time. One of the things I promise, and I'm not getting in trouble because I've never given out information I can't, but I always tell people when you come in our Monday calls, I try to always give something, a little something that, they might not be aware of, or hear a little of a tip or so on and so forth. Never disclosed anything. I always would be very
yeah,
careful. I've never got inside information, and I know you are not a hypey person. And I love
yeah,
about you. You're the most non-hype person. You're the most
yeah,
business, say it the way it is. We already know the first four speakers. I know there are other speakers that are coming. From what I'm understanding from Stu saying, even when we go to John Paul, which is a huge speaker, and the last two were amazing. I know you've never told me the other speakers, and I've never
yeah.
asked. I know you can't tell me.
Right.
But are they big, David? I mean, is this
Yeah,
real? I mean, and you
it-
listen, we're family.
yeah.
Without giving it away, how big is it?
Yeah, no, they, we, we promise. The goal is with Mark, Stu, and I, if we promise and over deliver. And I'm just going to say that to you because you're going to assess us by what we put up,
Yep.
and it's raw honesty. And so that's the game plan. I was on the phone with Mark, and he's like, you know what I said? You know what I said? It's kind of like promise and over deliver, and that's a reputation. This is character, trust, honesty, integrity. I just would say so. The people who are coming on, they're astounding, some of them, and I think you'll. It's amazing. So I give you an example. There was one the other, we did the
That's
other
what we're
day.
looking for. Give us something, Dave. Give us a little. Don't need to say a name, but
I
give
would.
us
All
give
I
us
can.
something, right? We're all running on the edge of our seats.
All I can tell you
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it was the best 55 minutes of sales and marketing business training that I've ever heard.
Wow.
I have ever heard. And this person is famous for it. And it's just, it just blew my mind.
Wow.
That blew my mind. I'm like, that is the most compelling. I consider myself a salesperson, right? I've run my own companies, had public companies, but I always remember Lee Iacocca, president of CEO of
Sure.
Chrysler.
Sure.
He always said, he goes, I may be the president of the CEO. He goes, but I'm the top salesperson. I'm a salesperson for my product because I
Yeah.
believe. So I believe the same way as look, I'm a salesperson. And if you get somebody on like that,
Yeah.
that I can respect that much, which is like every sentence was like, oh my God, that's another one. So anyway, we're gonna just, try to over deliver.
Love it. Love it.
Continue.
Every week a
Yeah,
different speaker is going to drop.
yeah,
People that join in the future are going to be able to come back and
yeah,
hear the previous ones. And we're just getting started. We're
yeah,
just getting started. Right now, if you're watching today, and you already signed up for Newcom, whether monthly or annual, or maybe you haven't signed up for the app or you only have the app or whatever it is, in the back office, it's amazing. So what I want you to do, even if you've already upgraded to the Access Pass, even if you've all Access Pass, even if you've already done that, I want you to at least see what's going on. I want everyone to take this step. I want everyone that's watching, both live and on the recording, I want you to log into your back office. And just today, they just changed the naming, which I thought was great. It's going to say Manage Digital Products. So there's a new thing on the left-hand
Yeah.
side. It says Manage Digital Products. And let me tell you how great they are. I mean, I, I had sent an email to Jonathan this morning saying, hey, it says Manage Subscriptions. That might be a little confusing. So I sent an email that just said, hey, change it to Manage Digital Subscriptions. Because David, you taught me. You want
Yeah.
you want in the name what you're looking for, right? You want the name
Yeah.
of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I learned that from you, David, and Jonathan within minutes. So if you go in your back office, you're going to consistently see things,
Yeah.
and click on that, and you'll see now like it's like a what you call it, a la carte. Is that what a restaurant would be? It's like a la carte,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
hey, go pick your a la carte. You want to get Newcom, boom. You want to do Newcom annual, boom. You want to do the app here. You
Yeah.
want to do the university here. But come on, ladies and gentlemen, the savings, the combo of all three is the no-brainer. You want a business of everyone, less than 100. I mean, I was building businesses 20, 30 years ago where people were spending $250 just on a juice product. You know what I mean? Now you have a business that's over there.
Hey, Michael.
Okay.
Michael, let's have a little fun.
Yeah,
My,
go.
look at, the picture behind me.
Yeah, yeah,
I haven't used that picture
yeah.
in probably a couple of months. I switched it to, an office or library or whatever. But what's interesting about it is if I get out of the way is that's a pig
Yeah, yeah,
swimming in the Caribbean, and you pull up, it must be 250 pounds.
yeah, yeah.
It's floating. There's an island in the Caribbean that's uninhabited. It's jungle,
Yeah.
and we pull up with the boat, and we're jumping and swimming, and we know that this island has these pigs, and they all start coming out of the jungle. And then they get in the water and start swimming to the boat. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, yeah.
so we were swimming into them, they were swimming out to us. We had the greatest time. So I appreciate that's my happy note for the day.
I love it. I love it. Now, what I do at this time, guys, it is exactly 30 minutes. I do stop the recording. I do open it up, David. You're more than welcome to stay. We just spend on just a few minutes, open up
Yeah,
for Q&A. I see some great notes over here. Judy says she absolutely loved the first two speakers. Yes, it's priceless. You're right, Judy, 100%. David Warfield says not only are they trying, they are always over delivered, always boom. I think
yeah.
David loved the word boom. I'm a big boom person, which I think is great. So thank you for that. Mary has something to share. Mary, is it a testimony that you want to share?
It's a little story that just happened just before we came on here.
Yeah, tell us.
Okay, first of all, David, that's like swimming with the sharks, but you're swimming with the pigs, right?
That's
Okay,
true.
so my brother phoned me not 15 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and he said, you know that you can have an online business for $20,000.
Oh my God.
They have a business. It's a bohemian, all kinds of
Yeah,
fashions and all kinds of stuff out in the boonies. It's
yeah,
a destination.
yeah,
They do about $40,000 a month in sales. It's pretty good.
yeah.
But they've discovered that they can put up a website. But Jack's all excited to tell me that it's for $20,000. He says anybody could do it. I didn't want to burst his bubble that I've been doing it for how many years,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
not $20,000, right?
yeah, yeah,
But I wanted to tell him, say, Jack, what do you think I've been doing for the last 30 years, right? Which
yes.
cost me not $20,000, but about $50 a month. It's really astounding with all the social media marketing today and all the ways that we can promote the business for nothing,
Correct.
right? And it's amazing today that there's people that still don't understand that.
Yeah. And let me edify that, Mary, because I think it's important. We don't charge a fee to join. There's no
Right.
charge to become a distributor. And what do you get? You get a website, you get a back office, you have access to wholesale pricing, you get different marketing sites that you can share, which are replicated. You get an entire back office with all kinds of reporting showing your genealogy. You're getting graphics, you're getting everything
What
for
better training can you get?
you're getting a David on a Monday, you're getting community, and
Yeah.
it's all free. It's
Yeah.
all free. The only
Mhm.
thing you've got to do is to get a check is $42, which is a Newcon subscription that's on a monthly. And if you can't even afford that, you can buy a product and sell it. You can get our Exhilarate. You're in business. The challenge though is this. If your brother invests $20,000 into that business, he's going to treat it like a $20,000 business. His mindset is he just put $20,000 in. If you just put $20,000 into your XosialX business today, what would you be doing tomorrow? What would you be doing? I can tell you what you'd be doing. You'd be doing exactly what David just taught us tonight. You'd be asking. You'd be
Yes, of
asking
course.
20,000 people, right? And you'd keep on asking no matter what. The
Yeah.
challenge is it's the philosophy that people come in and say, well, the cost of entry is so easy. Quitting. I mean, we live in a world where people quit every day.
Mhm.
After I went to college, they said, look to your right, look to your left. Next year, one of you is not going to be here. I'm like, what? Just invested $20,000. This was back in the 80s. Go to college. Someone's going to quit college, and sure enough,
Mhm.
they did. Right? Half the
Yeah.
people in the world get a divorce. Half the people are quitting their jobs. I mean, we live in a society that's just so easy to quit. So when you're coming into something, oh my God, the website was down today. I'm quitting, or oh, this didn't work. I'm out, or so on and so forth. When you got to understand, this is just people always say, Mike, why have you reached the levels? It had nothing to do with me, nothing. I just was like, I'm just not going to quit, and I'm just going to keep on sharing, and I'm going to treat this like it's $1 million business. If I treat it like $1 million business, it will pay me. It will pay me like $1 million business. The challenge is the cost is so easy to quit tomorrow. When someone steals your dream and says to you it's never, and I had everyone, you're never going to make it. Those things don't work. Are they legal? I dealt with every negative family member, every mocked by friends when I first got in this industry. And now I look at them, I love them, but I feel a sense of, man, they're miserable with their jobs. They don't have financial freedom. They're in debt, right? And they've
Mhm.
spent the last 35 years where I spent loving with people and having fun, right? And serving people, where they're today worrying about if they're going to lose their job or how are they going to retire.
Mhm.
That's what they're worrying about. How am I going to retire? Because I don't have the money to retire. And they're still out there having to do so on and so forth. Still looking at, hey, does that thing really work? Yeah, it works. So let me stop the Zoom here and open up for Q&A. And David, I want to thank you. You are amazing. Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.